So hello ladies and gentlemen, now welcome again to Coding Academy. We are now going to deal with lesson 7, and lesson 7 will be talking about the media's pictures, especially videos and audios. So I want you to be focused to this lesson. It will be somehow complicated, and another files will be added there, but don't be somehow get confused or feel uncomfortable about this course, because everything and every part of the lesson will be included in the file that we download on every video that you will see. So don't hesitate. This is simple. We are still dealing with the HTML for beginners. And you have seen that HTML is just a hypertext markup language. Markup language means that it is the language that is capable of disapplying the things that must be seen to the browser. For example, every website that you see have a built-in HTML. There is nothing that you can do to disapply any content on the browser without using this HTML language. So welcome again. First, we come to our folder that we used before that contain more reasons, and now we are going to create the folder that we will put there, the files that we will use, which is the media. We come here and create a new folder like that, and let us call it media. And inside this file we are going to start to put there a picture, a video, and an audio that we'll be using. So come here again, and we are going to search for video. For example, I want to see you. Okay, and then you come here and search for what is the feeling there. If you are using Embedding or any encoders to make sure your video drivers are up to date, there's no problem. So you came here and you search for a song. For example, let's first minimize this tab like this, multi-directional sign, and you just remove this simple folder here and come back again and search for the song. Let's use see you again by Wiz Khalifa, and we open file location. You just Ctrl+C to copy. Yes, you come again to this HTML and you put there this simple song, and then you come and search for a picture. You have a picture in what file? This file, which is vehicle. You came here and take, for example, this Dubai 2, Ctrl+C to copy, and then back to your folder, and inside the media, Ctrl+V to paste it there. And again, we want an audio. Come in the music, and you take, for example, I want which kind of song. Let's say I want this Techno, the only one for me. You may grab it and come here in this folder and you add it there. So we are going to deal with this simple reason. You close other folders that you have opened. Yes, here, and you come here and you close this. As you close this, yes, now you come here to your folder again and you open it with this VS Code Studio. Now you can see the media files are there, and you have pressed there. Many file, we have a picture which can be also visible in this VS Code Studio. We have a song, we have even a video. You can see the VS Code Studio is able even to show every file. Like example, you can come here, and even if you see the song, as it is loading, and when you click open, it can be played like that, and you click like this, and it doesn't be controlled. It cannot disapply an audio, so that is not the problem. So you come here on the audio, a standard and error code while loading this file. There's no problem, it can still be accessed. So you come here and create the file. You come here and create the file. You come and click inside here so that you cannot add the file inside this file folder. When you click like this and you do like that, you see the file is now going to be inside the media. So to not be there, you just get out of this file like that, and then come and click outside like this. When this retro blue box is displayed outside there, you can now add the file and name it lesson 7.html, which will be dealing with the media. You came here and you close these things. So this lesson 7 may require a simple style so that it may cause bigger problems on our browser. We may not be able to see. We may not be able to see the video well. We may not be able to see the audio well or picture. So we will need a CSS separate file that will control the appearance of these files on the browser. So as you can see, we are going to start. So just shift exclamation mark when a abbreviation is there. You click enter to get the base of HTML. Ctrl S to save. When you Ctrl Alt P to open it with live server, you can see nothing is displayed there, but I want to change that name of document to the media, like this, caps lock media. Ctrl S to save, and now you can see the media is displayed at the top. And if you have not seen the past videos, you can follow the past videos and understand the very basic thing before you continue with this somehow complex lesson. But don't have big problem. I will be talking each and everything to be understandable very well with no problem or complication. So you came here inside the title below. That is where we seen that we can add there a external file. We say link to styler sheet, and we come here again to create the styler sheet that will be connected to this HTML. You come here and write lesson 7.css like that, and when you have you finally written there, you can come here and you drop here the CSS on this side. You can see, and now you can see. So we are going to connect this lesson 7 CSS to this HTML. So you come here to this HTML, you add there this lesson 7 like this, lesson 7, the CSS, Ctrl S to save. You can see, and inside the lesson 7 there is a simple code that we are going to add there of CSS that will be controlling the entire HTML or the body. So to control everything that will be added here, you will come here and say inside HTML and a simple selector like that, and the body like that. We want everything that will be inside there to be width to be 100%. Control S. Box sizing must be border box, that is say every box or everything that will be added there must be relatively, its size must be relative to the next box that will be placed beside it. So you may see some element will be acting as if they are next to another one. In some reasons, when you see things like that, it is not the problem. There is what we call a block element and inline element, and I will explain it in the following lesson 8 video. I will be talking about inline element, inline element, and then block element. So as you can see, I can come here and just say box sizing border box C padding, that is to say, let me just give the body a simple, as when I say border, 1 pixel solid blue. For example, a border is just a line that will be showing the entire space of the browser, the website inside the browser. When you click like this, you can see now our box is displayed inside there. And if you want the height, for example, we want the height to be, for example, 100 device height, div, like that. And when we finally did that, divide the height like that, you can see that box, this simple box. External, there is HTML, and internal, there is a body. That is say, this line that is above another is for HTML, and the following one is for the body. Inside the body is where everything is pressed, and if we want to control it, we just say padding must be 0 pixel, and margin must be 0 pixels. Control S, and there will be nothing that will be displayed. All HTML will be displayed in everything that we add in the body will be displayed inside here. And when you have added there that padding and margin is 0, that is to say everything and the space that we have seen before, the space that was between here and there and between HTML and the body, you have seen, like for example, let me comment these two like this. Control S to save. You just click control forward slash when you have finally selected something that you are going to comment, and then you control plus forward slash, you get the comment. And when you have finally commented something inside the CSS or inside the HTML, that code will not work. So you come here and you see it is still the same. You can see the upper line is for HTML, that is to say this line that is there, and the following line is for body. If we want that they become one, they become together and they don't cause any further problem, we just come here and control, again control forward slash. When you have, for example, you must first select everything that have been commented, and then you again control forward slash, then it will work. Then control S to save. You will see everything in line. So we are going to move this border because we will not need it very much. So, and even the height, we cannot even need this height because there is no limit. And if you want the height, that is to say the height of that body will be that size as you have seen. So don't have bigger problem or more confusion about this. What I want is to show you how we are going to control everything. When we come to the image, to put the image inside HTML, we are going first to put image inside HTML. To put image inside the HTML, you just type a image like this, and you just add, you click enter. When you click enter, you get the source. We must have the source where the image will come from. We can take the image from external website with a link and paste it there inside the source. And it is the information of the picture when it is not fully disapplied that will be seen. For example, when you have a weak internet, you see that the picture is not disapplied, but you see behind what that they tell you that here there is a picture which says like this, or they explain something. You come here, for example, inside you say I want the picture that is inside that is inside that media file. How will I get that file? So the first thing that you will do is to target the folder first. Have you seen? When you have finally targeted the folder first, you see they are telling you that there is a picture which is that Dubai 2.jpg, and there is this simple song which is techno song, which is only one for me. Yeah, it is even a favorite one. And then you come here to this video which is from YouTube, and it is for Wiz Khalifa, See You Again by J Fit Charles Pava. So you come and you click to this picture that you have seen with a bro, but you can toggle there, but you want only picture. When you put there, a song cannot be displayed there, but when you put there a picture, you will see something like this, which is big and huge. You see, this is the picture that I have added there. It is a very, very, very big picture. You see the simple, that is to say this is the height of the picture, and this dockable button that I'm using to the side of browser, it is used for navigation. Then you can see, yeah, this picture is very, very, very large in French. And then you come here, you see this, you see it is F35 based way. It is one of the best weapons of the America for military, and I will not talk about it. I will talk it in Kinyarwanda to one of my history and Bible YouTube channel. So don't be confused by this picture. I'm going to control it using simple codes of line of CSS. You can see this picture is very, very large. How are we going to control it? So you come here inside the CSS, but the alt, as you have seen, I'm going to first add there the title of that image, that will be supplied when you are on a rich connection. In the few connection you have a weak internet. So you come here and write the American fighter jet Saturn F35 with Bugatti like that. It's a type of the car that is expensive. So as you can see there, when I hover over this, because it is a whole image, and when I do this, you can see, can come here again. Yes, like that. Control S to save. And when you have finally did this, you can see this picture is very large. The Bugatti that I have told you is this is Bugatti car. Also, it is very big. Now I want to minimize it so that it is very visible. You come here to the powerful CSS. So you come here and you say image, you target the element of the image, or you can come here and give it the class and say the class will be image, like that, or you can say id is equal to image. Control S. When you come here and target image, like that, in a class, when you are targeting a class, you first write dot, a simple dot, and add the class name, which is image, like that. Or you come here to target an id, you first shift, like that, and add a image, like that. Also, they work the same, especially in id. You can be used in JavaScript. It is very useful in JavaScript, but a class you cannot use it very well in JavaScript, because to write that the code that text that simply targets the class name is very crucial, and it is very time consuming. So you come here to the image, both they are used target image. When you write class, you first type in dot, a simple dot, and even inline, like I have said before. When you have a style here, to target the image, you will write dot, a simple dot, image, like that, and the braces. And again, you can come here and add another id like image, like that, and then you control it. But it is better that we can use it using the external file. Also, you can come here inside the image and you put their style to control everything inside the image. But here they tell you CSS inline style should not be used. Move the style to the external CSS file, and the CSS file is here, so we must not do the same we cannot do the same mistake. So we must just delete the style and use either this style inside the HTML or an external file. Because you have already connected the external file, we just say, just come here and comment this, like this, and then you can come here and just put there, to not bother us while writing these codes of this part. So as you can see, now we are going to target that image. The image is very large, so the first thing to control it, you come here and you may write display block. That is the first thing. You control S to save, and when you have finally disapplied the block, there is nothing have changed, but retro click I can put it here in an ID and say that width must be 100% is to save, and you can see the image now is to the size of our browser. And when you simply inspect, you see our image is still responsive and it is visible on every item. Like pixel 7 can come here and say that you want in Galaxy Z Fold. That is how the image will be displayed. So you come again, and for example you want the image to be small or to be simple, you may come here and you want, for example, the size of the image to be like it is pressed here, simple, like it come from there to here. You can say here I want width of 400 pixels. Control S to say to save. You see the width of the image is now 400 pixels. Can you see that? But when you inspect like this, the image is no longer responsive on every item. Can you see this? When you put in iPhone XR, you can see the image on this iPhone is not very displayable. So to control this problem, you come here and use this simple trick. First comment this and you come here and say max width must be equal to 450 pixels, which is the width. So, and when you come here, you see nothing that is changed, but during the inspection you see now responsive side, the responsive. What is the problem that is happening here? Max width, what is going on? Let me first do something here. Yes, it is now loaded. Yes, and now we can see our picture is working with different sizes of items. And when you come here, you see that image is somehow responsive inside this simple, and now you can see the image is trying to fit in. This is the best part of CSS. So when you come to for example responsiveness, you come here to the big, and when you come here it try to squish itself so that it goes inside the smallest possible pixel width of the item that you are using. But there is another which is called the mean width. Mean width. First thing that you must understand here, in the picture or the image you cannot use width is equal to this. No, when you do that, the picture will have the big problem that is unsolvable. It will have several difficulties. So the better way to control it is to use this max width, min width. When you say min width, that is to say, for example, 40 pixels, like that. Max width must be like that, and the min width must be like that. And when you have finally concluded this, you see the picture is very big again. And to control it, we come here and do this, Control S to save, and you see our picture is like this. And when we go to the inspection and we do this, the picture will get to some point and be like to the smallest, it will be broken, so to control the same thing inside every container that will be studying, you just come here to the supply block again, this control S to save on the image, and then say width must be 100%, control S to save. And now here you can see the image is still fully supplied. You can see save inspection, and you can see the image. There is no further problem. You can responsive it to the smallest possible, and you see the image is still visible, and to the smallest font like that. G, is it true? Taking things like that, the picture will be displayed like this, or this, or this, all this, all this, all this, all this. That is how the image will be displayed. Can come here and use the next hub, which is a simple book that the font that is with a book, yes, that this picture will be displayed inside it like this. So we are now going to deal with another thing which is called the video. So this width must either be 100, and the max width we can put there 450 pixels. Control S to save, and you see the combination of those things gives this. And when we inspect with the dimensions, you can see there is no more problem. You can see here in this ZenBook field, and when you see in iPad mini, the picture is still displayable, and to the smallest phone also the image is displayable with no further problem. So again, you come here to the image. You see, we say it must be displayed block width must be 100%, but max width that you want to be it displayed on the browser must be equal from here to here, must be equal to 450p pixels. I hope there is no problem on the image. You must target it with the class, and you have seen that the class is with dot at the beginning and hide with that hash shift, that hashtag. Yes, hash can be hashtag like that with an image name like this. You can change name here, or you can change name here. A class must can be also, you say here 1 and 2, control S. But when you are going to, you can see still it is working the same. You can also say that I want to be this multiple image can be also used. You come here, that dot image, or you can write dot 1. Also it is a name that is given to this image, and you can see still it is working. Or you can come again, use dot 2, which is 2, like that. Control S to save, and now you can see it's still the same. Now we are going to deal with video. What is a video? How do video is displayed on this, on the HTML, on HTML, or on the website, or on the browser? So video have an element that is called the video. It is so very simple, not even complicated. You come here and create a video like this. Can you see this? and inside with the source will be, you can put there a video from, for example, from YouTube, from in video. You can, at every step, at every side, you can add there a simple, you can just grab the link of that video and add it there. With the source, we come again to the media, and we want this song of Wizzy Khalifa, which is See You Again. Can you see it? Then you control S to save, and here the video is here, but we cannot play it. This video is very huge. You can see the large is very, its size is very huge. And when we want to control it, we can come here. It have many things that can control it. When we want to control the video or the media on the web browser, video media on the web browser, you put there a simple word which is called the controls. You see, when you put there a controls, you see now our browser with something, our video is with something like this. You see, you have seen something, you see this, you see that can start. When you click like that, you see the video is being played. You can here come and add a, you reduce the volume, and then when you play, you see that the video, its audio is reduced, and you want it to be displayed over the screen like in YouTube, how it used to happen. So we reduce it to the size that was on, and again you can come here and you download it, or you play back with the speed, and you like want to speed to be 0.75, and when you click, you see how it is working slowly. You can come here again with the spacebar, you can stop, you play, and when you want to speed it, you can come here and say on the playback speed, you came here, and I want that speed by that, and when you click on this, it's been a long, you see it is just speeding up. And again you come here again to be displayed inside the it will be displayed in the picture. You see, the controls is something that control everything on the browser of the that control every media of video on the browser. You see, when we put their controls, something have finally changed, but it is another control that we say muted. Want our video to be muted. You see, when our video is muted, yes, it can be there, we cannot play it. It is there muted, just silent. You can hear say that you want it to loop. You see, and when you want it to be loop, when you play it, it must be looped. But when you put there the combination of this thing, you say that I want to be controlled but muted, controllers. You see, now you are capable of controlling the video. You see, the video is being played like this, but it is muted. You can unmute it. Yes, you unmute it or mute it, but when it is displayed, it is muted. And you want it to be looped at the same time. Control S to save. You can see now when we play like this, our video will play, and it will loop like that. Have you seen? We will play it and play, it will be played and played and played and played forever and ever. and ever to the extent we close it, that is when it will stop. It will stop doing that. So to disapply it in the picture, you can do this, and you come here by picture. You see that our video is now being disapplied here, like you see in everything. You can do this, and you can see that our video can still be played here like this. You see it is working. There's no further problem. So the problem is, how will you control the size of this video using CSS, which is cascading style sheet? As you have seen it, it is just there to be used in controlling how the element will be displayed, or how the appearance of the element on the web browser. So you come here again. Can you come here and stop it? Then you do this. You do, like, for example, you come here and then you close this so that the song will go to its position, and then with here you can come here on the video and you give it a class here, and you say I want its class to be video, like that. And inside the video dot video to target the class. When it is element that you only want to target, you come here like a header, you come and say header 1, and you say like this. But when it is also video, you can come here and say video. I will discuss everything in CSS when it is the time of running CSS basics for the beginners in simple coding. So you come here to video again and say width must be 100%. Control S to save. And when you go there, you see now video have no, we have no problem with this video. And when you control you inspect, you see video is viable in every view, on every item. Can come on this, can come here again, you come here, you come to next tab, and you see the video width is still the same and have no problem. You can see the video is being played. There is no problem. So there is no further problem with this. And again, you came here, width is 100%, but we want it to be small. We must first disapply it to be block, and when width is 100%, we can set min width. With its width must be 100%, but inside the width that we are going to give it, which is max width, must be at least, for example, 450 pixels. Control S must be with the height of that image. And when you have finally did this, you see the video now is so small. Can you see that? Also, it can be played like that. The size you can increase, you can shorten it, you can play it in that picture, you see, and then you just back like that. It is so simple and very viable using CSS. So there is another simple part of the video, so that our video will look like this from YouTube. For example, we wanted it to look like this from YouTube. How will it happen? So we come here and put there a simple attribute for the video, which is called attribute. It is just simple add-ons that is added to the element, so that it targets something that it may happen. When it's something happen, let this be. So we want something that is like a picture to be displayed. Copilot is being quick. To be displayed on this video. Instead of seeing this person, we may want to see a picture that says, hello, this is the song, or either this is hello, this is a song, the song of See You Again, from Charlie Puth and that with Khalifa. How will it be displayed? You may display here the picture of the combined person, but I want to use this picture to be displayed on this video instead of being displayed there only. I want it also to act as a poster that will be seen before we click on this video. Will be inspired by this picture, and we say, for example, you see this picture on this video on YouTube, you will say, hey, now I'm going to see the race of the Bugatti and that laptop certified of American fighting jets. So how will I do it? I will come here on this video and put there the poster like this, you can see, and with the poster I will put there an image. I can access it by lighting a media and put there that image of Dubai to Control S to save. When you saved it, you see now our video is have also that picture, but it is surprised that this is playable, and when you click like this, it is gone. Like this, you see the picture is there, but when you finally click, it is gone and the video will start playing. So you come again here, you see we have already put the poster. And the final thing that I want is to separate so that there is a space between this video and image. You put a simple gap there below the image by saying I want a margin bottom at the bottom of either 10p. Control S to save. You can see the gap is already displayed here, which is between this picture and this video. You can still play it and it work very well. There's no problem. So okay, again, and we are going to deal with the last part, which is called the audio. How can we deal with the audio? What to do with the audio? How will I control the audio? So you come here below the image, you put there audio like this, audio, you put the source must be there, and you put media like this, and you take this song of Techno, which is the only one for me. Control S to save, and when you go there, there is nothing that is supplied on there's nothing that is fully supplied on our browser. So how will I control it? So there's no problem. You come here and there you add the controls also, like you can use more control, like here only one control. This is simple part. Controls can control everything. You can mute, you can loop, you can do whatever you want, but with muted or loop you cannot control anything on video or on audio. By controls you can control S and save to see the audio, you see now our audio is also disapplied here. Hmm? Yes, I want our audio to be audio with a color be okay. Let's see if there is something that changed there. There's nothing. So our audio also must have Control Z. With our audio, when you click on the audio, you are going to hear something. Let's first reduce the volume here, and you can
Legendary beats.
our audio is playing now. There's no further problem. You can download it, play back with the speed, and say that I want it to be like this. And when it is playing, so you can control the voice, you can control everything. There is no problem with you can mute it like this, and when you play there is nothing will happen there like this. Nothing will happen there. So this is the full course, and when you do like this you expect to see how it will be working. You see our responsiveness is working very well. Our simple our simple our simple graphics being displayed, our simple videos are being displayed on the browser. So if we want this audio to work the same way as this thing, you can come as other medias. You can come here and add the class, and you say this is audio. Control S to save dot audio like that, and you say width must be also, for example, let's say 30 pixel, 220 pixel, max width like that. Control S to save. Max width to be like that, and let's say that you want its width with itself to be 100%. Its actual width must be 100% so that to be responsive. And when you inspect like this, there's no further problem. You can came and you see video is being reduced to its least part. As you see audio and the image being reduced, there is no problem of responsiveness. It is responsible to noise tab, it is responsible to every thing that is there. So when we start to study CSS, I will explain everything. Don't be disguised by the supply block, the supply inline. There's many things about the supplying. There is more words, there is more parts of padding, there is more and more, but I will talk it later. Just to use this simple thing to control this simple image and video on your side, and you will be enjoying it very well. So thank you again for this video. To follow it, it is so simple. Just follow our past lessons about this HTML basics for the beginners. It is so simple, it is very useful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you need more facilitations, just download the file or comment in the below the description, and I will come to see this comment, and I will come later to something that you want to know. So happy days.